What's going on? What's going on? We in YouTube. We on Twitch. We in my Facebook group. We back with another episode of Uncut Ishhh Talk. This is episode 35. You win some, you lose some. Shout out to everybody that's going to be joining me on the live tonight. Like I said, you're more than welcome to leave comments. I got Perk Minded in here, and I got Melvin in here. I got a couple more people that's supposed to be coming through. They're probably going to be joining us later. What's going on, fellas?
What's chilling?
Everybody weak, man.
Shit.
Shoulder straight.
Just another day.
Facts.
Ain't nothing stressful as far as just, I know Perp ain't got no kids. What about you,
nah.
Man? I know, man, you ain't got no kids either, do you, Mel?
Nah, man.
Yeah, I forgot. You ain't got no kids either. Goddamn, y'all got me out here the
Nah, but that's a blessing, though. Yeah, kids and stuff. That's a blessing.
Heck yeah.
That's what's up, man. Y'all are here on that freedom.
I ain't free, man.
What you mean, bro? Hey, when you ain't got no kids,
I've been married for 10 years, cuz.
I got what you saying, but hey, you are free, bro. I'm kid free tonight. I ain't got none of them in here, man. This is absolutely like one of the times where it's like I don't even almost know what to do with myself, man. One thing for sure is sleep, though. That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, you gotta rest up.
Like I plan on sleeping in tomorrow, but I doubt I'm gonna do that. I'm most likely getting up doing something.
Yeah, I got a nephew. I don't understand how like one little child could have so much energy, yo. Like just keep going, bro.
I had 3 nephews and 2 sons. So when it comes to boys, that's energy on energy. Ain't nothing stopping that.
Right.
They going 24/7.
I'm getting off on my other phone right quick.
We got you, bro. See, I meant to tell Mel, you be checking out Power?
Man, my wife be putting me on that, man.
Oh, so love the bro.
He gonna switch over.
Oh, okay. I forgot. Yeah, he said he switching over.
Finally excited for Power again.
You still you keeping up with it, but you just ain't like.
Yo, Power Book 2 is a comedy. That's how I look at it. That's how I like, okay, I can take it for what it is. It's an Elseworld story because it's like if Power was on the CW, it would be Power Book 2.
Yo, bro, come on, man. We ain't doing
that shit is all American, bro. That's facts, bro.
I even feel like All American might have a little. Well, no, you're right. You're not the same category though. I'm not gonna even do that. I'm gonna give Power a little bit more credit, man, because I done sit through All American episodes.
It's just the whole premise. It's just the whole premise of like Power Book 2. It's dumb. And
we got some Emmy and Oscar worthy acting on there, man. Come on.
No, I wouldn't say that, but compared to the original Power, no, ain't nobody fucking with Amari Hardwick. Ain't nobody even topping that. Who's topping Amari Hardwick? This ain't
some phenomenal acting right here.
Shit! You always talk about having my best interests at heart, but you don't tell me shit to protect myself. This is my life, my career.
that is the reason I watch that show, bro. It's hilarious.
That is some phenomenal acting right there. You even see Mary J. Blige's face when she was looking at him.
Yeah, she had some emotion. She finally showed emotion. Man, it's like Courtney Kevin's like, it's like Courtney Kevin. Let me get the most one-dimensional characters and put them on here. Just like, pretty much try to redo the original Power.
Man, look, the thing I'm trying to see if bro. I thought bro was trying to come back in. Oh wait, but like you said, as far as the original Power, just having that whole impact of Amari Hardwick's character on that first episode with him and Tommy, like, okay, we in a whole different atmosphere when it comes to Power Book 2. But it's the writing. I keep saying it's the writing, man. I feel like not even with Method Man. Think about a movie like How High. they was acting. I mean, they weren't acting high. Them niggas was high, but I'm just saying, so they was being naturally funny in my opinion. But that was just the characters. But think about the way they do with Power. It seems like they trying to force like these certain words to come out of Method Man's mouth at certain times.
That's why we say he be trying to. He's like one of them fake deep niggas, bro. Like.
Yo,
bro, the problem with also the power with Power Book 2 is too much of a soap opera. Like they need to cut that shit out, bro. Because like even you mentioned in your review, like you went from Ozark and you watched this, it's like night and day.
Yeah, see, that was my fault because I just came off Ozark watching that, and I shouldn't have done that at the same time. A little bit of time, because that's like when I see these comparisons. Yo, which one better, The Wire or Power? Like, bro, are y'all serious? Like,
not even a comparison.
Do not do that. Even with the original Power, no, it's no comparison. Not even a little bit.
Even it even messed me up when remember it was like I think Raising Kanan was just ending, and then we got into BMF because it almost felt like the same thing because it was like 50 was doing the intro on that. I wish they would have just got like some Detroit artists on there instead. But after a while, it's just like it grew on me. I was like, all right, BMF feels different and stuff, whatnot. But you know.
I was trying to think about the intro. If they did have a Detroit artist on there, they didn't.
Nah, they didn't. They could have got Big Sean or somebody. It's like 50 got to do everything.
It's just, bro. Like I said, I'm just thinking about when I see the Wire and Power comparisons, and when we get into Power Book 2, like I said, you talking about these actors like Wood Harris. You talking about the great, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. We talking about like these actors that done came in here like bubbles. These characters we done got in the Wire. Like, what are we talking about?
Organic. They came in organic. And you're trying to build. The problem is you're trying to build a story around a character that was poorly developed in the original series, which was Tyreek.
Like nobody even like him. We didn't even like him.
I need people to stop comparing him to Ghost. He ain't put no work in, bro. He lets everybody like people be like, yeah, like and
that's one of the reasons we didn't like him. You had this drug dealing, mass murdering father you had. He was. But at the same time, he spent time with you. He gave you all the time in the world that you actually needed. Not only that, he provided for you. He gave you a roof over your head that was more than you actually needed.
And Key, yo, people forget that Tosh is the one that, crossed the line first before it goes, you know what I'm saying? People forget that. Like, she was sitting there, you know what I'm saying? When Sean was driving, people forget that though. It's crazy.
It ain't even just that, bro. It's the fact that my man went up there and said, yo, I'm actually trying to get out of this. I want to be done with this. Like, let's have a normal life with my children. No, you are a big drug dealer. I want to stay in this life with our kids. But Tariq is mad at his father.
So backwards. It's so backwards. You know what?
He's mad too.
You know what would have made this series better if we really see like Tyreek dealing with the fact that he killed his father, like he has some type of regret, and then he goes into embracing it and stuff like that. And they could have done so much more with it.
You can't do that. You cannot do that. You are coming in trying to make rationalize writing.
I forgot. That's what I said. Like, yo, I take logic out the show, and I can enjoy it for what it is. It's a comedy, bro. It's a parody of the original Power. Now, I'm hoping with the Tommy shit, like, it feels like they're going, like, it feels more like Power. Just like,
don't you feel like Raising Kanan kind of had that decent writing?
Yeah, but I'm saying this is, but for Forrest, it feels like this is the sequel we should have gotten to Power instead of that Tyreek shit. Like, this should have been book 2.
That's the character we should have been following immediately instead of Tyreek. Maybe if you would have waited and gave us Tommy first, I can't say that actually, bro, because it ain't like people don't like Ghost. I mean, Power Book 2, people actually watching it. It's a big show, so it's like.
Tell me this, right? If you were lied to your whole life, and say you're like, you think you're 25, but you're really 30. where do those 5 years go? Like, that they should like. I could have believed like a 1 year difference. That'd be, you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
But
Say, ooh.
but a whole 4 years. It's
when
like
you ask me that, perp, this is all I know.
I don't know shit about fuck.
I don't
share my
know.
brain. That's what I say. When you turn off your brain, you know, it's okay. But then when you turn on your brain, you just damn, you need some Advil, PM, and all.
I feel like power writers, it's like if you got a bunch of audience members that's looking at your show, and if they really, really are people that like decent writing, like decent characters, this is how people are coming at the power writers.
In the water that's going to eat us. You understand? Shut the fuck up!
Basically, the power writers like, shut up. Like, this is how we gonna do this. Y'all gonna deal with it or not? Like,
right.
And I'm like, okay, let's just go ahead and go with this, man. And that's why I think, for instance, people keep saying, yo, Ghost coming back. And I think Warwick is basically like, I'm not coming on that shit. Y'all see this? I'm good.
It's like the restore the Snyder cut. They want Ghost to come back so bad. They need to, like, that's the only thing that could save that show. If they have Amari Hardwick just pop up, if all those fan theories is true, that's the only thing that could save that show.
Do you think Ghost coming back?
No, he made a comment. I don't know if it was on Twitter or not, but he made a comment that he was not coming back, that Ghost was dead.
That's fine and all, but I live in a world where you have people say, nah, ain't gonna be no Spider-Man in here. I'm not gonna be in Spider-Man. I'm not in Spider-Man. I'm not gonna be in there. Then all of a sudden we get a season finale where you have Ghost popping up. Yeah, little nigga, didn't I tell you? Like,
you got gray hair and all that.
I love it. I will love it because I feel like when Tariq got the letter, I wish we could have got Ghost's voice. Like, why we didn't get Ghost's voice? But maybe then Amari Hardwick probably was like, no, I'm not doing this shit.
But we didn't see Ghost in the Nightmare neither. Nah,
not even in that. Like, he was trying to make a collect call, and it was like, damn, this nigga don't even want to make a cameo in the Ghost world. Lauren. Is Lauren dead?
Man, that's another issue I have. I was like, since when did we show all these all these off-screen deaths and stuff? Like,
it ain't. Oh well, okay, we in the Power universe, but the difference is you actually seen Ghost choke that nigga Terry out. You didn't kill nothing to her. She just slapped her and put her in the car. Like, we all know, if you watch TV shows, if you don't see the death actually on TV, I feel like it ain't happened yet. We don't know what's going on.
I could see it being a situation where she didn't do it and she just, you know, Lauren's out there somewhere, and that might be the new what's the character from the first one, Maria? The
original Power.
Yeah, the one that Ghost let go. They should have killed.
Oh yeah, the one that she ended up still dying when Tommy was hiding in the closet.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that situation. Like, Lauren could definitely be that character instead of, like, they can kind of because they definitely are remixing some of these characters.
It depends on what type of character Effie is. We still don't know what's going on with this character.
Yeah,
like, what's up with her? We still don't know. Even with Mecca, we finally know this nigga's a global snitch.
So, a global snitch. That was hilarious. And just I was like, oh wait,
you got to give them credit for that, right?
But I was like, wait, so you're telling me
I didn't see that.
Out of all the people, Mecca knows who Ghost is, but yet, you know, Audimo, it just doesn't make sense. I know New York is a big ass place, but come on now.
Yo, he hit me with the Lobos though. I'm like, what? So, hold on. Now you got all these theories coming out. Is Effie Lobo's daughter? Nigga, stop. No.
Yeah.
No, it's Effie. Well, maybe the whole Mecca and Effie connection, I can see that, but the only thing I see is maybe Effie is connected to the government just like Mecca is, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she's the daughter of Mecca. And they're because you know, you got a family of drug dealers, and you got a family of snitches.
Yep, global snitch family. So yeah, it almost be like the snitch version of Black Widow. You know what I'm saying? It depends on if Effie got a sister though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
maybe
just,
Lauren can play that role. I don't know. Well,
it's just all over the place, really. But
how you feel about the whole nightmare scene?
I was like, man, of course you don't show Ghost, but it's just like Raina look way too old.
Yo, I see Ray Ray. I'm like, well, yo, Ray Ray.
Raina look old as hell. Proctor, I can see being. Kanan should have been like at the forefront.
Why was Kanan look like the most normal of everybody that looked like he had just came off Power?
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I guess it goes with the title, Ghost. Seeing Ghosts, which I would have loved to see that instead if Mario Hardwick was still part of the series, and he would just like haunt Tyreek, like see little niggas every time he messed up or get into some shit. That would make the show crazy. Yeah.
I honestly feel like that's why they're trying to say that. Hey, what's going on?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
We doing good. We in here talking about Power right now.
I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you fine. I appreciate you coming through.
No problem. I appreciate the invite. You was one of my first supporters who started my channel, so definitely got to look out.
Oh yeah. I know you still on Power, and me and Perk, we just in here diving in. As far as we ain't really diving into acting, but we just comparing it because we watch these other shows. You know, like Ozark. Do you watch Ozark?
I keep hearing about it like a lot lately in the past couple of weeks. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna have to check this show out. I heard it's the 30-minute episodes or something, or is it short? No,
like about 45.
It's about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Around an hour, good.
And like the last season they on right now, these episodes are like over an hour or something. But it's like because it's the last season.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely thinking that's on my list to binge watch. So I heard nothing but good things about it. So. Definitely on my list.
But yeah, because as far as because Perp is pretty much one of the ones talking about as far as feeling like Power, as far as book 2 is more of a soap opera. It feels more like a soap opera. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, it was a lot of like telenovela type. He had the music going, especially those scenes with Monet and Mecca / Dante. That Young and Restless vibe was going on. So
very Tyler Perry.
I don't want to go that far now that, budget, but it was definitely a lot of drama, but it still had a little bit of aspects of Power. It's not completely soap opera-ish, but it did give off a lot of those vibes with the whole Tejada dynamic.
They do have different writers this season, right?
I don't know if they have different writers. I know this is like Courtney's last season of being a showrunner.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because she has a deal with Netflix.
Well, I know, okay. Yeah, I know she has a deal with Netflix.
So yeah, I think this is her last season as being the showrunner. Well, I'm not even sure if she was the showrunner this season, but after this season, she's gonna kind of branch off, do her own thing. But she did have a lot to do with the writing for this season.
That says a lot.
So
this season been bad though. This season been good. It's just like I said. It's just when certain actors step into those roles, it's like I said, Method Man and some of the acting, and as far as Mary J. Blige, I feel like if they had better writing, it'll come off better. And that's what I told Perp.
Yeah,
what's going on, K-Dot?
It's just certain things.
I think I enjoy him in this role. Just being a super fan. And I used to watch him on he was Cheese on The Wire. So Method Man, I've been watching him for a while. Mary J, I think the issue with me is, if you're an African American woman from 25 to 45, she's really your auntie. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to kind of, and since Monet is not, I would say it's not a stretch from Mary J, but visually it seems like the same person. So it's hard to, I think, disconnect the artist, the musical artist, from the actual, actress. So it's it still feel like Mary J. Blige is playing Monet in a sense. I feel like I was intertwining the two, but I do feel like I'm enjoying her acting a little more because I'm seeing more of a range this season. Because last year she was just rah, 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 yelling all the time. But now we're starting to see a little more of a range.
I said the same thing last year. I feel like she was just one-noted. It was just straight raw, savage Monet all the time. And I feel like what you're saying as far as Mary J. Blige playing a role, I don't feel like I see Mary J. Blige as far as in Monet, but I remember Mary J. Blige saying something as far as she took like experiences from her childhood as far as people she dealt with, as far as having older aunts that had that same mentality or who was out in the streets like that. So that's the mentality she said she took for that role. So I kind of see why she was doing it in the first season, but I kind of feel like somebody took her to the side and say, "Can you kind of tone it down a little bit and kind of like throw a little emotion in there?" And that's where I kind of see when she had those scenes with Mecca or even what was it, Zeke, with Mecca and Zeke. I feel like she has the most emotional roles with emotional scenes with.
You know what made the original Power dope is that they had a lot of no-name actors, and I think that's what they should have gone with instead of relying on celebrities or like certain music artists and stuff like that. Because that's what made Power such a hit. Because it's like, oh, we never really heard of more Hardwick like that, or like Joseph and stuff. So it was dope to see them.
Yeah,
and you know, and 50 wasn't really in it as much, you know, in the early season. So.
I feel like they kind of do that with like, what is it, Drew or Diane and them. I feel like bringing coming on because I ain't never seen them in certain things or whatnot, or I ain't seen them before like that. Them certain actors or whatnot.
I could do without them, to be honest. But you know, even Kane, I was like, he had potential, but I was like, you got punked by Tyreek.
No, not Bobby Brown. He good, man, right?
Yeah, Bobby Brown. I mean, he's gonna always be Bobby Brown to me. Bobby Brown Kane. Yeah, that's his name, but. I get it. You know, when you bring celebrity in the mix, you kind of have either, you know, you probably come in with a bias in the sense if you have like a connection, a previous connection to that person as an artist. So, but I think it's not hurting, but I can definitely, you know, understand saying, you know, it would have been better probably having, you know, no name actresses and actors or people that we are not familiar with. But I really think, you know, based on the writing, I think that has a lot to do with it as well.
I'm not gonna front. Hearing about Method Man and Mary J. Blige in the show together, I'm excited. I was hyped, and I'm still like enjoying what I'm seeing because these two like this is Mary J. Blige and Method Man in the show together, coming out the song way back 1996, 94, 95.
Yeah, I was like in middle school, so I remember it. I was like, Courtney, can you write a cheesy scene with them doing karaoke some type of way and bring up that song? I know that, but I still want to see it. But I love, and they both they aged well. They're getting better, and it's just, I'm proud of them, honestly. So, but I do favor Method Man in this role because I think he's killing it.
Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do with Redman's character because they kind of just introduced him and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a factor. I'm not sure if they're going to sprinkle a little bit in the finale as a cliffhanger or something, but I just want to know where it goes. But I think they're showing Method Man's character as a way of showing like a sensitive side to Method Man's character because I feel like
I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, because they're really showing Method Man. He has a couple different things with him, but they show him as like just materialistic, all about money. But I feel like they're probably trying to create a downward arc in a sense where he's probably going to have to be humble because it seems like he did some dirt and Redman took the fall for it. Yeah,
I feel like that's some of the best acting we get from Method Man when he's in those positions with Redman or in those scenes with Redman. And even with Redman, I'm like, yo, Redman is playing this scene real good. I'm enjoying seeing Redman in this role. I ain't seen him do this before. So I definitely like what you said about that as far as Method Man switching it up and playing that position. And I've giving him credit as an actor doing that because I feel like he's not playing this real savage, like I want my money all the time type of position when he's playing that scene with Redman. Also in that scene, I feel like it's something going on with him as far as Davis. Did he do some type of crime where Redman took the fall for him or something?
Yeah, they alluded to that when Method Man saw him. I think the last time Method Man was pretty much telling him like, hey, I'm going to get you out because that's why he hired Sax. But he alluded to the fact, Redman pretty much stated, are you sure you want things to come out? Because I'm okay in here. And so he kind of alluded that it seems like he took the fall. But I got a quick little funny Redman story. So I grew up in Harlem. So, you would see celebrities every now and then. At that time, I had just moved down south to South Carolina, but I used to always go back to New York for the summer. But this time it was my winter Christmas break. And I went, sneaker shopping because I was always getting my clothes, from New York when I used to visit. So I'm, in this sneaker store in Harlem. And I just hear this guy just rah, just making this ruckus. Not like a bad ruckus, but just, how New York, especially dudes, they just get real animated. And I see Redman, he's at the counter and he's trying to get discounts on shoes. He got a little body size and everything. So it was kind of cute because it was still like pretty much his prime. So it was kind of cute, me to see him like in his prime and he's still trying to, make a deal with Poppy at the at the counter for some discounts on some shoes. But that was kind of like a little cool interaction when I was like a teenager at the time. It was cool.
Yeah, because some people don't know how to act around like celebrities and stuff like that, and certain people like just like to run up to celebrities and stuff.
Yeah, I learned that real quick. One of my first celebrity sightings was Queen Latifah in this like famous restaurant in New York, and I was like 9 or 10, and my grandmother noticed her before I did. And at the time was like living single and everything. And I was like, Grandma, so she saw me get up from the stool. She's like, no. It looks like she don't want to be bothered. Because, she had a little cap on, a little ponytail. Like, you could easily pass her by if you didn't know it was her. Like, she was in the corner just eating by herself. And she told me real, humbly, like, she seems like she wants to be, at peace. And I was pissed. I was low-key, like, hurt. I was like, I was mad at my grandma for like 2 years after that. But I didn't understand it at the time. But I learned at an early age, like, celebrities are here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm about to like ask you, like, who else did you meet? Like,
I met a lot. It's crazy. Me and my husband was just telling me we met a lot, especially in Atlanta. Every time we go to Atlanta, we see somebody. So I've seen like
definitely Atlanta, especially these days.
I've seen a good bit in my day, but just growing up just in big cities, you kind of see that. It's like the norm. Like New York celebrity life is different than like a LA. New York, everybody's just low key, just beats to their own drum. Nobody's really.
I can't say I done been to New York and LA but just meeting different people, because I done met people from LA and New York, and the closest I probably done been to New York is Newark or Jersey. Yeah,
I spent some time in Jersey, but just growing up in that culture, you still fan out in a sense, but you just learn like, okay, I'm just gonna have to be cool and put my thug on, you know what I'm saying? Can't be no fan. But it's it was cool growing up in the city, but not for me. Go back to Power.
Besides as far as going into season 9, as far as Power Book 2, how do you feel about season finale? Or what's your expectations?
You want to go purple or me?
The finale, not expecting much. Really not. Kind of have low expectations, just
you can't be that hard on Power like that, man. It ain't that bad.
It's just like, nah, but you also can't give some certain shit a pass. Like,
I understand.
You gotta, there's a certain quality that like the first one set up, even though they kind of botched that shit at the end. I didn't really like that. I still enjoyed the original Power though. Overall,
they really set up 2 solid characters, especially with Ghost and Tommy.
Yeah, and even Kanan. Like Kanan was one of the dopest villains and stuff like that. And
because like damn, he killed a grandma and stole her apartment, and we was still rocking with him. Like, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and it's just like we go over here, and it's just like I just wish they would have put more effort into like I was saying earlier, like let's dive into Tariq's psyche and just see him actually like struggling with the fact that he killed his father. Like it doesn't seem like he's really like struggling, and they're not really struggling for money because like they can just pull out millions like it's nothing. Like they got the GTA code to unlock get unlimited money and stuff because it's like you got it's facts because it's like we gotta get $2 million. We gotta get where you getting all this money from? You get all this designer and stuff. It's just there's too much product placement in this show too. Too much product placement.
I feel like Ghost and Tommy made it make sense. They made it look like okay, you see them legitimately how they doing it. They going out here doing certain things. They making certain moves. Yeah, But with Tariq, it's like, hold on, you ain't even got a car. So how you?
And I understand. Like I watch Courtney's lives, and I watch it. Of course, it's not Bible to me. It's just entertainment, just watching her answer these questions. But he gives this rationale because I know I'm a kid and I grew up in New York, so I know. Most people do not have cars, but when you're on a level with Tariq, you got a car. Like I knew people with cars, so she's acting like nobody don't need a car. Like when you push your weight like that, like you're gonna get a car. I don't care if it's a Camry or something. It don't have to be nothing.
And you could afford to get a car, so what?
Yeah, it's like you afford to give Davis all this money, but you can't buy a car, bro. You can't buy yourself a little Honda. And
it's like nobody around him be like, yo, you don't want to get a car? Nobody. They just drop his ass off like, man, go find your way back. Everybody.
Everybody. I'm sure they're not made for walking. Like you probably got some nice Gucci's or something on. Like you can't be just walking 30, 40 blocks. No.
I'm surprised Tariq ain't on like some 250 pound on some weightlifting type shit. The way he got them out here running back and forth to school and through the neighborhoods. Like,
no calves strong, I'm sure. He got some strong.
Homeboy he got pathways like he in the wire going to college. I was like, dang.
I'm glad you said that, bro, because before y'all two jumped on here, we also asked about that as far as that whole comparison to the wire and whatnot, and why we feel like it should be no comparison.
No comparison.
Power to no wire.
Nah, it's no comparison because the wire was real. That was real. Especially when we was growing up, when we was young and seeing it. It was definitely good acting because it was like they really did what they had to do in them series, in them 5 seasons.
It was authentic. It was like the whole cast felt organic and stuff like.
And they were bringing in authentic people from Baltimore. They were bringing in people from Baltimore.
It shined a light on a lot of things, things you never would think of at that time, like the school system and the ports. They didn't just show the drug dealers; they showed every aspect. The only show, I won't say it's a comparison, but the reason why I like Snowfall because it shows other aspects. I'm not comparing Snowfall to The Wire because The Wire is the.
When I said the same thing, Snowfall is the closest thing I feel like to The Wire. Not comparing it, but just the writing and showing those different aspects of everything, especially showing the downfall of stuff, showing how bringing the drugs into the neighborhood and all of that can happen, how quick it could turn everything down.
I don't know if anybody have seen the show Top Boy, but that show, that to me, I feel like some of that like power bars a lot from that, as far as like the main characters and just how gritty it is in like in London and stuff like that, different parts. Like this is not even America, so like and they got like strict gun laws. You don't even see people pull out guns like that. They pulling out bat sticks and all that stuff and just throwing kids off of towers and stuff. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I never seen no shit like that.
I ain't got on Top Boy yet.
Yeah.
Before we get started, shout out to Nadia. What's going on, Nadia? Appreciate you coming through.
Hey.
What up?
What up?
We on here on Power, and I know you ain't on Power.
That's why I'm sitting quietly, because I can't tell you nothing.
You definitely got, like I said, you got to get on it. But before you get on Power, you got to get on the Wire first. Because, yes, you ain't checked out the Wire either.
It's all right. I was late.
I ain't trying to call you out to
I was late to everything. I caught on like season 3, 4 of like every show. So don't feel bad. Just binge watch it, and then you be ready for the next season.
Because I told everybody I didn't get onto the Wire till it came on BET.
Yeah, the edit version.
Yeah.
It was on BET?
Yeah.
What?
This was a long time ago. It first started coming on BET.
I could watch that.
Support and everything.
Having like
so many edits in there, man.
All them commercials. I couldn't do it.
I absolutely went back and watched the original one. Before the season was over, like before they got to season 5, the last season, I went back and started watching it on HBO. I absolutely could not do it on BET. I would not do it.
Voiceovers, I can imagine. Oh my!
It's like watching Baby Boy with the editings.
Yo, the BET edits are hilarious. Like the shit that they replaced
back in the day, because they would use voiceovers.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Like Friday, it's pointless watching Friday on BET.
That shit was hilarious.
The moms be saying sucker.
Belly. Watch Belly on BET.
See, that's why I never watched it until I got older, and I was like, "Oh, it's on." It was on like Hulu or something like that. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna watch it," because I was not about to watch it on a damn BET.
Man,
You should definitely
He
check
say
out.
spit.
You should definitely check out Warrior on. They got it on HBO Max, and it's like the first 2 seasons. It's like one of the stories Bruce Lee was working on.
Yeah.
It takes place in like the 1800s or like in San Francisco. Yeah, that shit is dope. Like the fight scenes in there, it's crazy.
Is that something his daughter was working on?
You said what?
Is that a series that his daughter? I know his daughter was working on a series that.
Yeah, because he was working on. He had a bunch of like different screenplays and something like that, and different stories, and they were just adapting that and whatnot.
Yeah, she was trying to finish him up for him and stuff.
Yeah, that's a really good show. Really good show.
Okay.
what's going on, Justin? Yeah, they did. Bro. They did the Wire.
How do you feel about this book 4? Hyped?
Not
You
really.
He's trying. We can't hear you. Can y'all hear him?
No, we can't hear him. I think he muted himself.
Yeah.
Still can't hear you.
Nah.
No sound.
So I had to jump back in.
Yeah, he might have to. I had to jump in about 4 times.
Damn.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
My bad,
Loud and clear.
bad. But yeah, I'm ready to see what Tommy got, man. I'm ready to see what he got going on.
Yeah, you got
I'm
old
not
boy
as
from.
excited for it as I was for Kanan, honestly.
Yeah, it's that 90s aesthetic, yo. I'm just, I like the 90s, like just backdrop and all that. That's kind of what drew me in.
I ain't hear nobody talk about that BMF series.
And BMF is tight, yeah. I like that.
Boy,
Yeah,
what you mean you ain't hear nobody talking about BMF? You can't stop the rain? Like, what you mean? Everybody
Stop the rain. Yo, that was the coldest scene. I was just like, man,
that's one thing I would know how to do is make a classic scene. It ain't got to be all the writing, but hey, they gonna make a scene where everybody's talking about it. It's gonna be memorable. And that scene with Lamar, like,
can't stop the rain, boy. That was real.
not really, because my man could have been got up out of there. Like, ain't no way this crazy Negro sitting here playing a video game and I'm gonna sit here and listen to you have a conversation. No, he's
like, this thing is crazy.
He should never went back. He was packing like drawers and socks.
Right, bro, you should have went out the door.
He should have ran.
Y'all out here doing what y'all doing in the streets. I know you got some money. Like, let's go. Let's get out of here.
And you had a gun. He had a gun on him. How you died?
The whole time.
He got stabbed with a gun.
I think
Man, it was like one of them old black movies when you get stabbed in slow motion and had that darn gospel singing music in the background.
It'd be like I seen that shit on TikTok. He's like, this how BET movies be and some shit, how they end.
That was crazy. I said, this boy could have ran, did something, fight him.
He shut his water off.
Terrible.
Besides me, you looking forward to Power Book 4?
Yeah, I think so. I don't watch them all so far, so why not?
Well, Tommy, though, is a solo show.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what they got.
I think be honest with you, I think the Tommy show might be all right, though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. My expectations aren't that high.
Facts.
But I expect it to be good because I guess some people have a attachment to Ghost. I'm more so in Tommy's series. I'm having more of a issue with Tommy not being with Ghost because they just had that just powerful just chemistry.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna still miss Ghost not being around Tommy. I think that's gonna be my issue with Forrest.
Hey, Amari Harwood's character Ghost is just missed. Period. That's just like he just missed.
You know what? You know what's gonna be dope though? It's just the fact that we're gonna finally get different locations. So he could probably stay in Chicago for like the first 2 seasons and then make his way to like LA and stuff like that. So we can, and it would be dope if we get to LA and like they cast the game as a as a character.
That'd be hot.
I already thought the game was in this one. That ain't the game with the toboggan on his head.
Nah, because he's in Chicago. So
no, I'm just messing with y'all. That nigga was the game. That was the game. But even when he leaving the original one, I thought he was on his way to LA. So
he had to make him one stop though. So
okay.
Lone's game don't do that. Belly too. I'm good.
And I also
went out to Michael K. Williams. Rest in peace to the great Michael K. Williams. He was in there.
Right.
So,
I wonder what he's stopping there for. Maybe to handle maybe he found out some shit about Tasha, or he's there for some other things and stuff like that. So that'd be interesting.
I think he's done with Tasha. What you think, pretty girl Trap?
He should be done, but I don't know. I'm trying to go back into the original Power, because he low key got I guess 2 female love interests in this one, so I think he's mad at Tasha more so for Lakeisha, and Nash. So I know he still has his heart there, but seems like he's going to be moving on fairly quickly. So we'll see. I mean, if he let Tariq go for killing Ghost.
Yeah.
He should have dropped his ass.
Yeah, man, he should have got him.
I just think because Ghost told him not to. I think that's the only reason why he didn't kill him.
And I shout out to the whole relationship Tommy's still having with Cash. Like, I like they're going to have something to have some of that to do as far as the show goes. I don't know if Cash going to be in the show, but I'm glad they're going to have that as part of Tommy and his whole story or whatnot.
You know who Cash reminds me of? Zeke.
Don't do that.
No, we not. Yeah, we're not doing that. No.
You know nothing.
Had to bite the lip right there.
Nobody like me.
Shit! You always talk about having my best interests at heart, but you don't tell me shit to protect myself. This is my life, my career.
That just really seems like a Dave Chappelle skit right there, like something Dave Chappelle would do.
With the Prince outfit.
That show wouldn't be the same without Zeke. It would not be.
Mary J over there with that serious, want to smile, want to laugh on the camera.
Hey, that's what I was just telling first. She was sitting there ready to. Hey, can we cut?
You was holding it so bad.
Well, where does Zeke go from here? Like, he gonna go overseas? He gonna die? Like, what do y'all think?
He's the true villain of the show.
This is my life.
That's all you can do, really. Make him a villain.
You're gonna be a high school
a villain, not Zeke.
Yeah, man. Like he gets dropped from his scholarship and all that. Ends up going to the streets, and Dante's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Oh, you killed my father." He's probably going to end up killing Monet.
You said make Zeke a villain.
That'd be good. That would actually be good.
Zeke is a villain.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Did I say no? Oh shit!
I'm calling it right now, since everybody likes to kill these siblings, or they kill their parents. Zeke's gonna kill them all. Zeke's gonna be the one to do it.
I still would look at him as a villain, but they not killing Mary J. Blige, y'all.
They need to.
But how? I don't trust Zeke with a gun. Like, he gonna F that up.
Cheddar bomb.
He gonna be shaking that gun like
he gonna shoot himself.
He gonna shoot himself in the foot.
Cheddar bomb.
Literally.
All right, yo. Shout out to the actor that plays Zeke, bro. If you're watching this, man, hey,
ain't no hole in my blood.
Your character. Your character's phenomenal. You would not. This show would not be the same without you on here, man.
You heard his music?
I heard that song. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
It just reminds me of Barry Hardwick when he tries to do
Zeke, if you're watching this, I understand why you feel a certain way.
Next nigga say something while I'm talking is getting shot. Please believe that.
Not the iced tea, bro.
Yo, we get that Power spinoff with Zeke solo show. I'm definitely tuned in.
Nah,
Well, I am too.
book six is gonna be Legacy. It's gonna be Elisa Marie. It's gonna be Yaz. Everybody. They're gonna be like the Young Avengers.
Cash,
Yeah, Cash.
all the kids.
You gonna have me
They all gonna jump Tyreek.
Hey, that'd be a good one right there. I'll watch that. Little nigga.
Little nigga.
Yo, I love that letter.
I'm grown now.
I don't watch the episode a couple times. I'll go back and watch it just for that letter scene.
A little nigga.
I wish I could have edited Ghost voiced in there. I would have did it.
Mario should have really got an Emmy for that scene where he woke up Tariq and he had the gun to him. He's like, wait, sleep time's over, little nigga. Time to wake up. That's just great.
Like, to see Amari Hardwick and them veins in his throat when he's going talking to somebody.
It's like, little nigga, I gave you life.
Hand over her mouth. Like,
that mom just be pulsating, man, when he was talking.
I'm telling you.
Looked like he was about to pop out the screen.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. I missed that, though. That's the acting I'm talking about.
I'm analytical. I'm like, did he type it? Did he write it? You know how them old people like they felt temperature start writing. Like, how was this letter presented?
he might did a darn camera from when he punched that dude for real in that movie. I forgot that movie name. He punched that dude for real and acting.
Amari Hardwick be improv sometimes. Straight up.
Oh, most
State
definitely.
Property. Not State Property. It's one of them damn movies.
Not paid in full. He ain't bunch nobody paid in full.
The only issue I had with the original Power was they tried to make and rest in peace to the great Charlie Murphy. Nigga, Charlie Murphy, ain't no way this nigga was choking ghosts out. And this man was about like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Stop. He had one arm on there. One. I'm like, shout out to Power, man. And Ghost was struggling. That's some good acting. He was making the scene like man. Shout out to Amari Hardwick, bro. That's some good acting.
Oh man, that's funny.
That ball was fighting for real. He kept on hitting his hand.
I think that's why they made that scene where he beat him with the dumbbell so hard, because he was like, you try to make me look like I was goddamn weak as hell, and you know that shit was fake.
What's really funny is, like, you know, every time Tommy and Ghost would argue, they so childish. Like, even when they like would fight each other and shit, I was like, bro,
that was crazy.
Like these two brothers that just stayed in tune with it. It's just two brothers fighting.
Yeah.
And you believed off the get-go that they was, you know, white or black, race, whatever the matter is, you believed that they was brothers.
Yeah.
You believe their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they get to that in Raising Kanan. Like, we get to see like the younger Ghost and Tommy and stuff and whatnot in like later seasons, probably like season 3 or 4.
How did y'all feel about that preview of Ghost and Tommy as far as when they was younger, with Tommy having the braids or whatnot? I
like that because I watched Shameless, and the dude that plays Carl in there, like, I was like, yo, that's perfect. I didn't even think about that. Like that, because he kind of had like the character Carl kind of had his gangster phase and stuff like that, and I was just like, yo, that I could see it though. I could definitely see it. But they're probably gonna I don't know if they're gonna keep the same actor or not, but I hope they do. But
they talk about changing them up though. I was reading something about it. They'll talk about changing them up.
Yeah, probably get his hair. He probably dye his hair or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad they doing it as far as in Raising Kanan, because I think that's better instead of doing the whole solo show with just Ghost and Tommy and Canel coming up. I feel like it'll mix in better with just coming in with Raising Kanan, since he was the one that brought them in, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, man.
We still got.
I got a little stuff we're supposed to be talking about, and we've been on Power for a minute. Because I don't know if y'all watch other things outside of Power. I know Perk do, and I know what about Pretty Girl Trap and Nadia and Melvin? Y'all watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new one coming on Netflix?
Man, I don't got no choice. My wife already got me locked on it, man.
You think I got no choice?
I don't have no choice,
I see
man.
you shake your head, Pretty Girl. You ain't with it.
I can't do nothing scary, gruesome.
Oh, man.
Like, I get scared to scream, y'all. Like, I gotta watch that at 3 o'clock and watch cartoons after that. Like,
what Scream? The new one?
No, just any Scream. Like Scream
I'm about
1.
to say.
Yeah, no, I'm little low key scaredy cat when it comes. I'm paranoid. Like I'd be like, what's that? Like it be daylight. Like I can't do scary stuff. I'm sorry.
You gotta embrace the horror. That's the fun part of it.
No, it embraced me when I was a kid. Like Freddie.
He said it embraced him when you was a kid.
Freddie and Chucky, they ruined my childhood, so I'm good on that.
We gonna check out this trailer with us.
I already checked it out. Lord. I already watched your review on it.
I didn't even know they came out with a second trailer.
Why is she putting her head out though?
Dummy.
Maybe she in shock. She just wrecked, bro.
She got a huge lump on her head.
Did she
That's
understand
crazy.
Chainsaw be running through the field? Get him.
So Harlow is a ghost town.
Gen Z.
I have a vision for this place. All that needs is young blood.
There we go. We got one black person.
I don't want to live here.
One.
He's
We got
down
another one
first.
though. We got two. I did a reaction to this. We got 2 black people in here.
Hey guys.
They trying to do something. We gonna have at least one survivor.
It won't be the black dudes.
You really shouldn't be here.
Yeah, you just walk into people's cribs. You don't even know, like, you know.
I don't know if I can be on their side if they just snuck in the crib, bro. They breaking in.
Right. Stay
Why
your
you in a
ground.
ghost town?
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
it's vacant for a reason.
This is Hardesty.
I'm afraid your old friend's back.
Laura Strode.
Pretty much.
I've been waiting for this night.
Yeah, if anybody done seen Halloween 2018, that's pretty much what they doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he look good.
Old as
I
hell.
like that look.
I don't like the mask, personally.
It's supposed to be the old man though.
Okay, his face should be better.
What you mean better? We know she did. Look, we gonna, yeah.
I wonder who playing Leatherface this round, man.
Now check these niggas out here. Like what?
You're being canceled, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Really?
You being canceled now.
Man, when is coming out, man?
The 18th.
It's a whole lot of you should have minded your own business.
Pretty much. It's always
That's what it seems like.
like that. It's always like that. It's the same thing like Jeepers Creepers. Like, he was minding his business. And then...
K-Dot, why you feel like that lower your expectations? I like that. Like, if you want to pull out a phone and you see me with a chainsaw, like, I'm going to give you the action you want.
It's gonna be your last live.
Hey. So how y'all feeling about that one? Have y'all seen the other Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, still, like, I think it's gonna be hard to beat the 2003 one because I think that was the best
That's my
one.
favorite one.
Yeah, just from the way it started.
And that's
This
the one.
one-
What's the girl I always say? Seven Heaven. Jessica Biel out Seven Heaven.
Yeah.
Hey, you go back to Seven Heaven.
That was that.
Not Seven Heaven.
Not the WB.
Remember that song go Seven Heaven.
Oh God!
Don't do it.
Oh God.
Don't
Harry
do it.
Justin Timberlake.
I think in this case, I think the kills are gonna
I didn't like
hold
the
this
character
movie over.
2003. I didn't like him.
You're not supposed to.
How you not supposed to? I want to care about him. When
Nah,
something
because
happens to him,
we
I'm
just
gonna
care
be
about how
like,
they're gonna die. That's how I always look at slashers. Like, I don't care about, like, you know, I just want to see who's gonna die.
We weren't supposed to care about Sidney Prescott, Dewey, and them.
No, they could have died though. You know, you could have killed them off in the first one. You
What
know,
was the point?
we rooting for the slasher. At the end of the day,
Cold blooded.
it's like we watching.
Start listening and stop playing.
It's like we watching Infinity War. We're rooting for Thanos. Like, we want him to just snap everybody.
Oh my
We
God.
on that. We root for Thanos when he beat up during the Hulk.
Yeah,
We
I was like, yeah,
thing.
Team Thanos.
Have y'all seen a new screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that shit. What?
Okay.
Let me shoot the person in the back of the head at tag team. Tag team. Let's do tag team champs.
Okay, I ain't even got to ask you, pretty girl, Trap. I know you ain't watched Scream because you say you don't like scary movies, right?
Mm-mm.
Melvin, why you feel like that about Scream, bro?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. My wife is a horror film fanatic.
Shout out to your wife.
Said the shit whack. She said the shit was whack.
You're a real one.
My wife said, hell no. Slow motion killing in the neck. Then the girl comes out the blue, gets shot in the head. Come on now.
That was pretty crazy, though.
That was, she was on a rampage.
What you mean?
That was on a rampage.
I can see want to close the door all slow. He supposed to get stabbed.
First off, how the hell you gonna run out after you got caught on fire?
Hey,
Good point.
No, you're right.
Yeah, completely burnt down.
Go ahead, Perk. What you gonna say, Perk?
Nah, I was gonna say, like, I could see some people's complaints because, like, the ending was kind of like just, it kind of felt like just a jumbled kind of mess. Like, I fuck with like the build up to it and just kind of like
the build up was good. I give you that. But
yeah, and
the
it's
end
just
was rushed like a motherfucker. It was
yeah,
like,
definitely
go ahead, kill him off.
Yeah, it definitely felt rushed. I was just like, so many survivors too, which obviously, you know, they wanted to save them for Scream 6 and whatnot.
Yeah,
but like I said, it would make this.
I agree with that. Survivors, you ain't supposed to get stabbed that many times to survive. I don't get
right. but if they do what I think they're gonna do with Sam's character, they should make her like an the next killer.
Yeah,
but, like,
that's how it's setting up.
Yeah, they should make her the next killer because I think that'd be a really interesting twist.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good twist. But you telling us now, so is it gonna be a good twist when we find out?
Yeah, because like she's still kind of like we only really.
I got what you said.
Yeah, they kind of just teased it, so like they could really dive into it. Like, oh, she doesn't know. She kind of has like this split personality where she kind of like, you know, like
no tease. That was straight fat. She was loving them stabs.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And just like that could have been her embracing that shit, and then like she could do it more.
Michael Myers is one person. This is completely different people. Like, and the whole thing was he stabbed Judy about 7 times. He stabbed old buddy, the running back. Who was the running back? The nephew. He stabbed this nigga about 7 times.
He got yanked, bro. He got prison shake, bro. Like he should not be alive.
He didn't do it worse. Like he said, I ain't just gonna stab you in your stomach and your back. I'm gonna slide this shit up. Like I want you to feel it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like Ghostface gotta get a different knife, bro. That little ass baby knife, that shit ain't doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not doing that no more.
That's what I'm saying about caring about the characters. Like, you ain't feel something when Dewey died, man. You ain't feel something, Melvin.
Dewey died?
Yeah, he died.
All right.
I mean, he got okay. See, now I know you don't watch the scary movies, Pretty Girl Trap. Now you sitting there trying to fool us.
No, I watched Scream. That was way back because I had a best friend who loves scary movies. So some of those movies I watched.
That's facts. That's facts, though, yo. He got shot 9 times. That's pretty crazy.
Man.
Oh.
He said,
like, his wife is his wife still in there? His Courtney Cox?
Yeah, she's still in there.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, I'm making it seem like it's a comedy, so I'm gonna check it out.
I mean,
who got a butter knife?
As many times as he stabbed people in this movie, you would think he was using a butter knife or at least a box cutter. Like, I don't know.
Bro,
niggas are surviving.
When he stabbing people was on some slow-mo making love type shit.
What about old girl at the opening? He broke her goddamn 8, stabbed her through the head, stabbed her in the back, turned her over and stabbed her again.
Hey, that was some gangster shit. That was gangster.
The best kill was when the sheriff got the call and stuff like that. Shit was cold.
That was good. That was good. Because I don't even think I was expecting him to just pop out in broad daylight. Like, what you mean?
He didn't give a damn.
And the whole fake out though, I got tired of that shit, bro.
Oh,
I'm like, listen, do something.
Your mic's kind of tripping.
My mic.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, yeah, everything is going too.
Can you hear me?
It's still echoing.
It's still distorting.
I need to put on some headphones.
I'm waiting for that Terrifier too.
Oh, there you go. It cleared up now.
Does it sound like we now?
You good?
All right, we good now. You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Damn, it cleared it up just like that.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch Terrifier. That's a good slasher.
I'm about to jump into something else because I still got Pretty Girl Trap on here. She ain't trying to hear all that horror so much. I'm still gonna talk about Scream 6 though. I gotta talk about Scream 6 because it is been confirmed that we're getting a Scream 6.
What?
Same people too. Same people.
Man.
One thing I want to jump into, how you feel about hip hop? You listen to hip hop?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm a New York 80s baby. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
born
New
in
York. I'm glad I'm blowing that up.
You that ass.
Nicki Minaj. She just dropped her single today with Little Baby.
I didn't get to check it out yet.
I ain't get to check it out yet, but I'm kind of.
I'm definitely not playing it on here because I get copyrighted.
Man, Facebook will knock you off of that quick.
So no, we ain't playing it on here.
I watched the video.
Okay.
The video.
Yeah, it's a whole movie type video.
Yeah, it's like a whole movie.
You ever seen the song with Angelina Jolie?
Oh yes, I love it.
They basically did that, and they got Tommy in it. So I'm thinking Tommy from Power.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm a Little Baby fan, so I'm sure he had a nice little verse on there. But I just want to evolve a little more. What you say?
I said, Little Baby be spitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want him to get off the pills a little bit, but he all right. He be perking out sometimes.
Yeah.
Name one rapper that don't.
Right.
This is Uncut Ishhh talk, but hey, what if Little Baby was wanting that interview? Then he gonna be like, "Yo, P, put that off. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing it." Nah, I got what you're saying, but lyrically wise, he went in on this track. I feel like he definitely stood toe to toe with Nicki Minaj, and I feel like that's hard to do with being on a verse. I mean, being on a song with Nicki Minaj. I do.
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj her credit. It's like, hey,
was she spitting for real?
Yo,
okay.
Hold on. I need to listen to the song because watching the video and listening to the song is two different things. I'm just saying for my own person, for me to give a full opinion, I need to listen to the song by itself without the video because they did a lot of jump cutting and shit, and it was just like
because of the video. So just listen to the audio. But in my opinion, no, she's not spitting like that. But I feel like the song is not made for her to be spitting like that. Like she's trying to be like catchy. She giving you them. I don't know what I'm saying. She's still saying some bars. I feel like, but.
I never got the appeal of Nicki Minaj. I never got that shit. Never got it.
Nicki.
Let me ask you this question. She changed her voices, bro.
Nah, she ain't doing it. I think she's trying to be on mixtape, Nicki Minaj.
That's what.
So she's okay. She needs to do that.
Yeah, that's what we need.
That's what made me fall in love with her when she was spitting on mixtape.
You can tell it the perk.
Yeah.
Nah, I like more like Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with her.
Facts.
More than Nicki.
I like that too.
Nicki is just like she came out the gate she came out the gate just biting Lil' Kim like that shit crazy.
What you mean? You went on? Hold on, I'll let you do this. Go ahead. Say, hey, this your art. You gotta speak your mind. We're talking about her smack DVDs. You know she was around that era time. You talking about her doing the mixtape era. She wasn't on no Little Kim, even if she was doing somewhat of some Limited Kim, she had her own lane as far as the way she was rapping. Because this was around the time she was with Miss Deb, Gucci Man, them. Like she had her own lane. She was doing her own thing.
I think visually she got a lot of, inspiration from Little Kim, but Little Kim, she never really wrote her rhymes. That's why I respect Nicki, because she wrote,
Thank you. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to Little Kim, but Nicki Minaj writes her own rhymes.
I 100% respect female women rappers that write their own shit.
Mm-hmm. That was a different. I ain't never disrespected her. I already knew she had talent, but it's just like when she start going on radio, she started like falling off with them extra, how can I say, personality trait, vocal words that she be doing.
I feel like that separated her from everybody else, though, even male artists.
There's a little extra. There's a bit extra.
It was extra, bro. I think she went pop too quick.
But the pop is what got her internationally known.
Yeah.
She name an internationally known woman rapper that is black.
But,
well, there's politics behind that, though. There's politics behind that.
I hate to say it. I'm gonna jump out. It's gonna be old.
I got this.
Queen Latifah. She international.
Yeah, but
you said name one.
Okay, I give you that. I'm not saying.
I mean, you can say if you say internationally known, we can say
but hold on.
I mean, known for their music. Known for their music. That's why she did the pop. She did the pop to get internationally known.
But I also don't.
You have to cross over. You have to cross over. That is with the politics. But yes, you have to cross over. Yeah,
I feel like 50 did that, and he didn't have to do that.
I don't think that the industry was going to push another female rapper like that.
No, correct.
No, they don't count Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott. Thank you. That's another one.
Missy did that.
You talking about
Miss Lauryn Hill?
Thank you. That's another one.
That's the best one.
That is another. But those are all different.
She was rapping. Lauryn Hill was rapping. Missy Elliott was rapping.
But not on that whole album, though. No, she was still has some R&B, and so does Missy has some R&B flavor.
That was the blueprint of what we got today, now, though. Like with the Drakes and, you know what I'm saying? Everybody harmonizing.
Thank you. But at the same time, she wanted to jump on that lane because Drake actually was already on that verge of going in that lane. Young Money was trying to go to that lane.
My thing with Nicki, though, is just like at the time, she had a lot of power to put other female rappers on, but it's that selfishness, like I gotta be.
I don't think it was selfish. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was selfish either. When I look more on it, because at first it was kind of looking like that, but when you started to see certain things that was going on behind the scenes, and you understood why she was trying to keep her own relevancy as far as just speaking as a female artist that was coming out at that time, where everybody was like, "Oh, you sleeping with Lil Wayne? Or you sleeping with Drake? Or you doing this in the third to try to do this?" I feel like then not only that, you had Lil Kim. No disrespect to Lil Kim, but you had Lil Kim at the time, was pretty much like, get out of my face, and I feel like she was trying to reach at one point in time. I feel like she was trying to reach out to Lil Kim,
at one point in time.
Yeah, she did. She did.
But at the same time,
no, leave me alone.
But at the same time, even when Nicki was out, you still had other female artists, but they weren't getting that push because they weren't.
And I'm not for sure that, as far as what I just said, as far as Lil Kim, I don't know for sure if she did that, but I'm just saying that's what it seemed like.
I think Lil Kim wanted Nicki Minaj to kind of pretty much kiss her ass more.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
She wasn't getting that, and it was a problem. You know how it is. And Lil Kim, she probably was salty, like, dang, my heyday gone. She kind of took my reign, because Nicki had it on lock for like maybe 8-10 years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, and when Cardi came, the same thing kind of happened to Nicki. So
that's true.
It's sad that we can't really get, back in the 90s, we was able to get multiple. We had Eve, we had Fox, Go ahead.
Let me add on to that. I don't think that was even it. I feel like when Remy actually murdered her, that's when she really kind of fell off.
Right.
I said the same thing. I said
because
the same thing.
When she was doing some grimy, she was doing some grimy shit.
Hey,
like she went to Nas. Yeah, she went to Nas to get her disc took it off because she used to eat the beat. That was grimy because you already got killed off bad.
Yeah, that was hurt. Ooh, that hurt.
That's the only thing that I felt like as far as Nicki Minaj, where it was like, damn, why do you not go rap against Remy Ma? Like, come on, like just rap against her.
And she got the talent.
That's what I didn't understand.
She had the talent, and Remy already said, "Come with it." She wanted her.
That would have been nice if she would have responded. I would have loved it. But
and I still feel like she could have. Do you not feel like Nicki Minaj could have not responded with some good ball?
Nah, not when Remy was good. Like that was just like
Remy was coming hard, yo.
She was going for the joint.
But honestly, listen to that song.
Personal.
Yeah, listen to the song. Was it really that lyrical, or was he just saying a lot of like?
She was just talking. It was like Pusha T stuff. Like it was just hurtful shit. Like,
don't get it twisted. She was ready for her to respond. Remy would have came with some lyricals. Like, don't get it twisted. Like she would have been ready. But I just feel like Nicki Minaj could have came with some bars. She was prepared.
She lost so much respect from that, bro.
She did.
Lost so much respect.
As far as fan wise, because I was prepared at any time. Where if somebody would have came at Nicki Minaj, she was ready. Listen to what was that? Roman's Revenge, where she pretty much talking to Lil Kim, right?
That's what I said. Like with the even with the whole Drake and Meek situation, a lot of people were expecting Meek to come out of that like on top, but it's just like you can't like underestimate like your competition out here because you never know.
I like that.
You never
Meek
know.
Mill was the battle
I respect that. Yeah.
He came out of nowhere and he responded hella quick.
Artists like Drake. Like Drake, like it was like, man, ain't no way Drake about to battle rap Meek Mill.
A perfect example when Pusha T was battling Drake,
and then when Drake responded with what he responded with,
that shot
not only a diss song, then everybody was looking at Meek Mill like, "Yo, Meek Mill, what's up?" And Meek Mill was pretty much like,
"Fuck you shrugging for? Something wrong with your back?" Yeah.
You can respond. What you like?
Waiting forever. That took like 2 months, did it?
Because me come from that battle rap like background and stuff, so everybody was expecting.
This was Jay-Z and Nas. Like Nas didn't respond directly back at Jay-Z right off the gate. But nigga, no, we in the new age. You got to come right back.
Right.
But this day and age, unpopular opinion, I just don't think Ether was all that to me. Honestly, the beat was hard. Yeah, I know.
Hold up, what's Ether? The Nas Ether?
That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on that.
I mean, he was pretty much.
That's a hot take.
No,
I say sorry, because you hurt my feelings.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of both, but Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. But at the end of the day,
see,
like I feel like he was just shaking like cheap shots physically, like it really wasn't.
No, it was not cheap shots.
So what did Jay-Z do after he heard Ether?
No,
talking about baby seats and stuff.
Condoms on the baby seat. Condoms on the baby seat. They were no cheap shot. His mama told him to stop after that. He got his mama. His mama said, "Stop, Jay-Z." After that, she said, "No,
I'm sticking to it."
No, your boy went. That was a low blow.
When you was on Big Pimp, you want to slag like me. Come on, man. Come on.
Suck your lips.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't go to like ADD, or if he want to start cracking jokes, but it wasn't.
Everything he said in Takeover. Everything Jay-Z said in Takeover, Nas had to come back for.
Takeover was the winner to me. So
Takeover was crazy though. Takeover was like that's
97.
Don't get me wrong.
We down here in the South. We down here in the South. And I remember this. They had this on the radio. Like everything stopped. The whole radio they stopped. We about to play.
Made a hot line. I made it a hot song.
All out here like, wait a minute.
Man, when Ethan hit the radio station, it was a wrap.
That was it.
It was a done deal.
Hot 97.
You had to get the Jay-Z album to hear this back.
All right.
He made the whole Rockefeller label go to the radio station. Everybody at the radio station. Like that nigga up there like.
David Dash over there screaming for him, bro. David Dash was screaming for him, bro. Come on, man.
Who dissed Jay-Z better, Lil Wayne or Nas?
Nas.
I don't remember Lil Wayne dissing Jay-Z.
He did the Ether, John. He went off the Ether.
He did.
He said fuck Jay-Z.
He jumped on the track. He did not diss him.
Yeah, I don't think he did. Yeah, he ain't dissing. No.
He definitely threw some shots at him. No, he definitely threw some shots on that beat.
That might have been like some friendly competition. They went talking about baby seats on condoms, condoms on baby seats and shit.
I gotta ask y'all because like I feel like it's so one sided, but like when you really think about it, who had the better verse on Renegade, Jay-Z or Eminem?
Eminem.
Because look, this is how I look at it, right?
You just asked that question, man.
You start fucking up.
No, because I like, when I was younger, I was like, yeah, of course Eminem. But I was like, really listening to Jay-Z's verse, I was like, bro, this is more realistic than what Eminem is talking about. It's like, he painting the whole picture.
When has Eminem ever been realistic?
That's what I'm about to say.
That's the only thing I get.
That actually happens in reality.
Besides him talking about his mama and stuff, but he didn't really go kill his mama and girlfriend. He was just talking about.
But no, that's
Eminem is the musical soundtrack for Chainsaw Massacre. Like that's. Didn't he have an album called "Music to Get Murdered To" or something like that?
He did.
I like it. I ain't gonna lie.
Eminem music is soundtrack to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What?
That's school shooter music right there.
The fact that he got a concert where he got that Texas, like he got the chainsaw, right?
Chainsaw. Overall,
but that's why I give it to Jay-Z just because like he actually like painted a whole picture for you. You know what I'm saying? Eminem just
as an artist, hell yeah, he's a good ass artist. Yeah, he paints pictures to you and stuff like that. He make you go get money. He one of them type of rappers, but I feel like he's really, really, really overrated. Like,
I feel like Jay-Z overrated
to me because as a rapper, because my favorite rapper that can spit is Andre 3000.
Okay.
But you could also say that Andre's kind of overrated just because he don't got that, like, he didn't put out like a full body of like just a solo, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of just give him a pass.
Not necessarily. He doesn't like the fame, bro. That's why he got knocked out. That's why Outkast is not even back together like it is. He can spit. Like if you actually hear him on that new Kanye West album, he got a verse on that basically took the whole darn song.
Nah, I'm still Jay-Z. Jay-Z don't put out way too much material. He recently did something with Jay Electronica where they had a whole joint album where he on there spit, man. This ain't, I ain't even, no.
Yo, Jay Electronica.
No.
You look at the attributes, bro. You look at the attributes.
I'm not listening to attributes. I'm listening to him rapping on these songs. Jay-Z, in this day and age. Yes.
But I think
but he's rapping.
I think he's probably underrated because, like you said, he doesn't have as many, pieces of work as a Jay-Z, but he has quality music. It's one of those quality versus quantity things. So whatever he,
and that's what I'm saying.
Yes, because everybody talks about Lauryn Hill, and she got one album by herself.
I feel the same way about Eminem. He's overrated just because he hasn't really, as recently, he hasn't put out quality music.
I heard somebody recently say something about Eminem as far as like we never really was wanting to hear him for lyrical value. It was more shock value. And when he started getting lyrical, it was like, okay, nah, this ain't it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like when it went down.
I mean, but you got to look at how we was introduced to him. We was introduced to the shock value. So it was like, how can he shock us even more? And he just kept getting more gory and weirder. And then people just kind of got turned off from it. And then he was like, well, hell, I can actually spit about stuff and, try to paint a picture. And everybody was like, oh, this is boring. And it's like, you can't please no fucking body. As an artist, I feel sorry for... That's why Rihanna having a baby and not a fucking album. She tired of this shit.
But you have to look at the era that he came out too. You have to look at the era. Like when we grew up, we saw Tupac acting crazy, spit to the cameras, stuff like that. Eminem was like, "I'm gonna do the same thing," but you
gotta remember, Eminem is from Detroit. He ain't from no like little.
Nah, it's not like that. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that too. Not only and he gets signed to Dr. Dre. If they're early, that's 92 going into 2000.
Question: if he didn't get
1999,
it seems like when people get that Dr. Dre cosign, that's where people like really. Because I remember before Kendrick got that cosign, nobody was really fucking with him, bro. Nobody was really fucking with him until he got that cosign.
Something different.
People that like lyrical, people that like underground music and they like lyrical music, they was on to it, but like. Yeah. It wasn't like no critics or nobody out there, you know. No,
like I was bumping Cartoon to Serials, and people was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "It's Kendrick Lamar. He's spitting. You not hearing shit?" And then all of a sudden he gets Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg co-sign everybody riding this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. This coattail, like hell.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, would Eminem still be as big as he is without that cosign, or would he just fade off?
No, because he wouldn't even have the production. Like, you had somebody like Dr. Dre that was able to come in and make that type of music and make those type of beats where it was like, damn, this is made for Eminem and only Eminem.
And that's relevant as 50 Cent too.
Mm-hmm. And I posed this question with like Jay-Z. Yeah. Would Jay-Z be able to be?
Go ahead, Perk. Hold on, we're gonna get back to that. You know I like 50 Cent.
Would Jay-Z be as Jay-Z be as long lasting if he didn't have Kanye and like Rockefeller like in the?
Thank you.
You know.
I said that.
Yes.
I said that, but no, Jay-Z is actually talented without their beats. Yeah. Nas is my favorite rapper, and I'm saying that.
You talking about Pharrell, Just Blaze, Timberland, like
okay. Since you want to say
No ID.
How many Kanye beats was actually on the Blueprint? The Blueprint one.
Okay,
that's the Blueprint. Album. That's the Blueprint.
No, but the Blueprint was a turning point for Jay-Z's career. That's why I cannot fully agree with saying that they did not help him, because it did help. But Jay-Z would still be talented without them.
But also,
I'm saying.
His
talent is solid.
But Jay-Z was also riding waves like when he had he took Young Chris's style. If you listen to a lot of Young Chris's shit, like he had the same exact style, the same cadence and stuff. Like he had a lot of Phillies. He was sounding like a Philly. He was sounding like he was from Philly.
From everybody that he works for. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
sorry.
But that was with Biggie. I mean, he said that.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Everybody keeps making it sound like a bad thing, like he straight up just stole. And it's like he was inspired, and just because he was the one that did it, that got more, fame from it. Like, and most people don't like you were saying about Andre not wanting the fame. Most talented people don't want the fame. Like, because that shit is exhausting. Like, I see this shit all the time, man. Not being able to go anywhere because you're that recognized.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Kanye, he going crazy. Anytime a paparazzi pop out, he flips the fuck out of him.
That shit makes you insane. Like, damn, I just want to be.
Well, outside of music, I had one thing I want to ask. Any of y'all ever watch Jackass?
Yeah,
back in the day.
Y'all ain't never watched the movies.
They too old for that shit now.
They too old for that shit, man. I can teach out their mouth for shit. They ain't cool.
So yeah, that's one I wanted to ask. Y'all ain't planning on checking out that new Jackass forever?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
I'm surprised they're alive right now.
That's sketchy, bro.
They in walkers or something? Like, how old are they?
I mean,
as much stuff as they did to themselves, they might need to walk.
Hey,
I think Johnny Knoxville's like almost 50 or not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Doing that stuff, man.
Or something like that, like 40, 45.
Hey, life is. I bet you their insurance high as hell.
Right, especially T-Row.
I don't have insurance.
MTV pay their life insurance.
That's all I'm about to say. They definitely got insurance. They insurance person happy as hell. They getting paid.
Well, I'm thinking about
got
health insurance, not life insurance.
Oh man,
checks coming out the ass.
You know what's sad too? Some of them probably went through some because that's the thing. Like we like people are so entertained by seeing people doing some self-destructive things and stuff like, what I'm saying, whether it be like, yo, watch this person just eat all this food and continues to do that while he's making money off that, and that's his livelihood now till he fucking kills himself and shit. But you know, it's crazy how that is, though. You know, that's crazy.
TLC capitalizes off of that with my 1,000-pound life and shit like that.
Yeah,
like you just watching these people slowly die. Like,
no, I don't like that. Man.
TLC does not mess with normal like people. They got, you know, mother. They got, you know, I don't know the politically correct term I can think of, but little people, you know what I'm saying? They always, that's their niche. Like, you got to be effed up in a sense to get a contract with TLC.
Yeah,
I don't watch TLC. I'm sitting here confused now. Like, what show y'all talking?
600-pound life. 1,000-pound life, man.
That's a fit. My strange addiction.
Yeah,
that shit is crazy. Like I see a chick eating styrofoam. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with these people?
Man,
like, I'm gonna drink bleach.
The sleeping with the hair dryer was the shit for me. I was like,
God, what?
A handheld or the sit under?
Y'all making me so bad. I'm about to be like, yeah, so I need to check these out.
You need to do it with you.
Wait a minute. I'm saying, y'all know, if I look at it, you're gonna have me doing a review of something.
Man,
it sounds
Extreme Cheapskates when they made that lasagna in the dishwasher.
No.
In the dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
When that dad had a birthday party for his
kid, where did you do that at?
Club, that was crazy.
That had to be staged. There's no.
I did see something where they had somebody on there like they was super cheap, and I guess they woman wanted to go out to eat or something, and they took them out to eat, but they went and parked in the parking lot, and he put up the hood, and he put some eggs or something on the edge, so while the edge was on to cook the eggs, and he was like, "We went out to eat." I'm like, "What the?"
We went out to eat.
No, I'm not watching this. No.
Yo, Key, your mic's accident.
I'm all for a budget, but I ain't going that far. I'm sorry.
You still a little loud?
Yeah, you a little bit loud, homie.
It sound like I'm too loud.
You good now? You good
it's
now?
Better now.
Speaking of music, guys, I do want to step over here. Yo Gotti and 2 Chainz. Y'all don't heard their new albums yet?
I heard 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz I like it. I'm a 2 Chainz fan.
And this don't sell itself, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised it was only like 12 tracks. I was expecting them to go like crazy with like 18 tracks or something like that.
Oh, 2 Chainz?
Yeah.
Pretty good track. You done heard Yo Gotti new album?
I'll be late to music. I gotta wait till my husband here and watch it and hear it that way. But
I mean, I ain't doing no review on it because, like I said, Yo Gotti dropped a double album, so ain't no way you can do like a full review on it. Even with 2 Chainz, you gotta like sit, listen to the beats, listen to the lyrics and whatnot. I will say this: I think out of both albums, Yo Gotti's the one I'm listening to the most, and I feel like just off first listening, I feel like he addressed certain things. I'm not gonna go into detail to what he addressing, but y'all, if you been listening to the media lately, you know everything that's going on, and he addressed certain things, and he addressed them he address them in a way where it's not like he trying to be funny, he's not trying to be disrespectful. He'll address them in a way where it's like, yo, this is a grown man talking. This ain't no street nigga. This is a grown man talking, and I'm like, this is an album you definitely need to listen to. He got some good beats.
And shouts to Moneybagg Yo. He got like 2 features on the. He got a feature on 2 Chainz and Yo Gotti.
Moneybagg doing his thing.
Yeah, he
definitely underrated artist.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I was definitely asleep.
I was too a little bit early on.
Shoot,
yeah,
y'all
we have
listen
so
to
much content. Like these artists be coming out with 30 songs. We didn't have that back in the day. We had 12, 13 songs on the album.
Streaming age.
Buy or find it or download it. Like, bruh.
It'd be 30 tracks, but like all of the tracks would be like 2 minutes long.
So you talking about skits?
No, but like, I even said it like nowadays, like it's really rare to see artists make like 5-minute songs and stuff, 4-minute songs at that. You know, it's usually around 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Span.
Yeah,
it's the attention span of people now.
Easier to digest.
Man, our parents Terrence music, that shit used to be 7-8 minutes.
Yeah. Al Green probably had like a 2-hour
used to stretch up about 12 minutes.
Hey, what's that song with Lenny Williams? Ain't that what it's called? And Lenny Williams.
Thriller was a whole mini movie.
It's about 7 minutes.
They do the walking and everything.
Crazy.
That old school R&B. They talk to they women.
It's age of streaming
Watch
though.
television till television went off.
Hey, he was on some stuff. My man said I was parked outside the house and I seen the lights one go on. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You talking about wait till
That's a misdemeanor, sir. Like,
hey, so we need to say our parents was on some stalking shit back then, right? Because a lot of those songs are some stalking.
No, real. Back in the day.
But Mel, you don't got to check. Well, you said you checked out both of your Gotti and 2 Chainz. Which one you listening to? Well, which one you like more? First listen to.
I mean, you right about the Yo Gotti. I listen to that because he be addressing a whole lot of good shit. 2 Chainz, I just like his swag, bro.
I'm not gonna front, man. I'm not the beats. I don't know. 2 Chainz, I feel like I went with the beats. But this, like I said, first listen. If I go back and get a second listen, a third listen, I might start rocking with it a little bit. But that's going off of listening to Yo Gotti at the same time, so that might have been what it was too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was listening to some real shit.
Yeah. Because 2 Chainz was talking about 2 Chainz. I mean, 2 Chainz talking about some real shit too. Because I mean, hell, going out here, I ain't gonna say necessarily hustling in a certain way, but as far as just getting to the bag and doing what you're supposed to be doing, like how y'all feeling about Black History Month so far? Well, Black History Month and Black Future Month.
You know, these corporations make you really hate this month because it's like they just throw that shit in your face. Like as soon as I turn on anything, like it be my video game or something like that. Oh, get this!
Hey, yo, we gotta give a shout out to Xbox. Xbox had some shit going on, and they was responding in some wild ways. They was. They was responding. I can't. I wish I had some of the responses, but the responses they had, damn sure make you want to go out and get an Xbox. That's all I'm gonna say.
You damn right.
Oh, like how Ben and Jerry's be on that shit. They was like, they be like, let's end white supremacy. I was like, they wasn't even saying racism. This was on their official page. I was like,
it was like Xbox basically said Black History Month. They were celebrating Black History Month as far as Black creators, Black video game people, everything as far as Black video games and whatnot. So you had a bunch of people in the comment section like, why y'all saying that? What about the white creators? And you had Xbox pretty much saying, oh yeah, we'll give them credit for slavery, how many years they did this and the third. Oh shit, Xbox on demon time. Like, Xbox on demon time. Okay, I'm with it.
They got that Black Forces on there.
Yeah.
Clap back.
What'd you say, the Black Forces?
The tied ups.
Can I ask a question? Have y'all seen the Black Future Month? I guess not meals, but like the little pictures and whatnot as far as saying Black Future Month?
No, I ain't seen none of them.
Nah.
I guess it's saying like as far as like instead of saying Black History Month, you know, we got things going on in the future and whatnot. They're like looking forward, But with me,
like
what you about to say?
I said like they always want to talk about who did what back in the day, but not give people credit today. It's always about,
I seen that. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, good. Yes. But like people doing shit today, like we ain't gonna know where we still here.
I'm gonna be honest. When I seen Black Future Month, I thought they were about to promote a new Future album that was about to come out. I thought that's what I don't said. Future about to drop an album.
That would have been a good promotion, bro.
Nah, see,
that would have been a great promotion.
I want my credit too, Future. But you see this? But I thought that's what you had. Kanye, you had PD, like people were celebrities that were posting. I'm like, oh, so Future about to drop an album. But then I understood. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
You got time.
My fault.
You got 24 days to respond.
Man, hey,
I got something to say. It's a picture on Facebook, yo. I love my black people. Don't get me wrong, but we kind of petty. They got a picture on there with some cartoons and stuff, right? They had Martin Luther King, Black Panther, and all the black people on there. But why they put R. Kelly in the background crying, cuz?
Oh, damn, not R. Kelly.
Why they do that, bro?
Because he a part of Black history, but he ain't shit.
Why they do that, though? They had him changed up in black and white.
Man.
Bill Cosby. I'm tripping, y'all. We are petty for that, bro.
That's hella petty.
This seemed like Black History meant more when you was in school. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
but now they're making all these changes. They're taking out Black History. Well, anyway, when I was growing up, I felt like I sound real old right now. I'm only in my 30s, but we only learned about maybe 4 or 5 people. You know what I'm saying? We didn't learn about
The same ones.
You know what I'm saying?
year.
The same
Every
5.
year.
Every year.
I heard about
my nephew,
Hedman,
I was like-
Tubman, running.
I asked my nephew, I was like, you learned about Malcolm X? He's like, no, I don't know who that is. I was like, wow, that's great. That's great.
Like my nephew, I was telling him, I was like, you don't have school today because it's Martin Luther King Day. And he was like, who is that? I'm like,
that guy from
he's in
Fortnite?
first grade. But I would think, the teacher would touch on why you're not going to school Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Respect.
They even put his speech in Fortnite and stuff. They had everybody gather around in this jumbotron in the game. They was playing a speech. I was like, okay, Fortnite, you doing too much right now. Like,
yeah, they doing too much.
The company's pandering. So like they somebody was talking about Bath and Body Works, and they had they got the little African patterns, and they put that shit out front. But are these candles made by black people? No, they're not. They're still made by y'all, but you're trying to pander to black.
right.
Stop.
what they doing? They know what they doing.
Stop.
I mean,
And we gonna go in there and say, "Oh,
That's what I'm about to say.
we gonna get that."
Ain't we all supposed to get a new Medea movie this month too? Oh boy.
Hell.
Take your stupid blind ass on.
Stop. Wanna see
Oh,
no
man.
damn oh hell no.
I don't know shit about fuck.
I like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
He said I knew what coming out. And the fact that I'm saying that, even though I done a reaction to it, but see, I had to do that reaction because my daughter and them love Medea movies. You talking about sitting and they watch the plays, sitting there watching the plays. I can't.
Alright.
They got some
I'm telling
Wait for no reason on top of the stage.
And don't let them start singing. I'm like, what the?
Bruh. The whole time, about 3 hours.
3 hours.
In church.
3 hours.
About
I
2 or
couldn't do
3
that.
o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm like, ain't no, forget cartoons. Get all of that. Forget teen shows. Let's put it on Medea plays.
Long.
Shout out to Tyler Perry, man.
man, that's crazy.
So I know y'all looking forward to that new Medea. Shout out to everybody that was watching this on the live. You heard everybody on here. They just said they just looking forward to the new Medea Homecoming. So definitely look forward. That's what it's called. Medea's Homecoming.
Oh man.
Netflix exclusive.
Oh, he got a Netflix account.
Man, Tyler Perry got BET, and now he about to take over Netflix. I'm telling you, shit about to be over. Y'all seen The Fall from Grace, right? So,
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
Bruh, the BET sisters.
I don't watch none of that.
I tried.
Bruh.
No overall, no bruh, sisters, cousins. I don't want none of that.
Yeah, I can see that 2023.
Oh my God, man.
Man, that man. What's the other one? Greenleaf, powder or something? I don't watch that either.
Bro,
That's
the
by
BET just
Oprah.
Oh, ain't that Tyler Perry too though?
they just handed Tyler Perry money and just be like, yo, make whatever. Just we don't even care. Just make whatever.
Make sure the black dude is right there with the fake hairline, right?
Hold on. He ain't oiled up. Oil him up.
Make him mad aggressive to black women. Make him very mad aggressive.
with the
Throw
lace
some children out the window.
Hey, cut. Stop saying. I don't see two light-skinned dudes here. Where's our light-skinned dudes? Baby hair. Baby hair.
Bro, when I saw that one, man, I said, how the hell you get a shape up like that? That ain't real.
There ain't no shape up.
That's that whole wig, bro.
Nigga, Tyler Perry wig.
I think he reuses them too from movie to movie.
Somebody said it looked like he put in a cotton mixer or something. Like, man, that shit was crazy.
Hilarious.
Oh, dang.
Shout out Tyler Perry though, because the grind, hey, you gotta respect that man grind. I remember he made a post where he showed all his scripts, and I was just sitting there like, damn, we about to watch all this shit.
He said he writes movies in like 2 weeks or something like that. I'm like,
you know, don't we all? A Fall from Grace, he said he filmed it in what? That might be the one you're talking about in 2 weeks.
That's
the movie.
That don't make no damn sense.
That's some Snyder shit.
He's such, pro-black. I just want him to hire more black staff, more writers.
That, what's wrong with that? Why not do that?
I kind of feel like sometimes, I mean, I love Power, it's a good show, but I feel like sometimes it could be a little better if, Courtney wasn't so involved in the writing,
Because she is real soap opera-ish.
And it's not just that. It's just I think what makes a good piece of work is a collaboration. You know what I'm saying? Like other points of views. Even though she is an artist, she has a right to write it, but another set of eyes won't hurt nobody.
And they damn sure ain't gonna let you go without watching Power without throwing some extra dramatic sex scene in there. Like we got to have a sex scene in here.
There was overkill on with old boy. It was overkill.
It's like, why? I ain't that, man.
The sex and the mayonnaise love.
We didn't need that. We did not need that. See, this is why. Shout out to Original Power.
Yo, I got tired of seeing Lala's breasts.
No melanin people,
What you say, Melvin?
I said I got tired of seeing Lala's breasts.
You got tired.
I'm just like, God damn, one lopsided from the other. I'm like, come on, man.
I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. We might have.
Look, that's you. You can have it. I don't want them problems.
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, if you gonna ask me to look at Lala breasts or look at this dudes on here, these men, okay, I'm good. I look at Lala breasts.
But they didn't even do like in Original Power, like how like Everett and Drew. I just feel like it was pointless. Like I feel like even with the Power, they showed the difference between how Ghost was with Angela and how Ghost was with Tasha. Like I feel like the sex scenes, of course, it was for like
But they had a reason. They meant even when you. I like what you said because even when Ghost is having those moments with Tasha, you see him having moments in his head where he think about killing people. Like that means I'm just saying. I don't know how he getting off with that, but I'm just saying.
I was looking at more so the difference was he was effing Tasha but made love to Angie.
I'm talking about when he was thinking about killing somebody. Was he thinking about Angie then?
It was bad aggressive.
He was always like,
oh my God.
That's what makes the scene more intense. If you don't see veins in the neck, it ain't gonna make it intense.
Like a blood vessel, Lord.
Yo,
vein in the neck, bro.
You would have swear him and Angela and Tasha, they was really like, yo.
But it'd be crazy when people just be in their DMs, like threatening them, like you should die, and these people be crazy. It's just a show. Like, calm down.
Yeah, they all right.
Okay, man. I wanted to jump into something else. It's a new movie about to come out this fall with I gotta make sure I'm saying her name right. Viola Davis.
Viola
Davis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me jump over here to this. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually gonna watch that.
Yeah. So she got something coming out called The Woman King.
The Woman King.
Yeah, The Woman King. The historical epic centered on the kingdom of Dahomey, directed by Gina Prince Betherwood, is set to debut in theaters this fall. So she did Love and Basketball, this director. Okay. And she did The Old Guard. And I don't know if y'all seen The Old Guard. That's on Netflix, and that's got some good action scenes in there, too. Fighting scenes and whatnot. But I didn't know she did Love and Basketball. But yeah, these images of Viola Davis.
That's your problem.
Like, look at this. Yeah.
Is this based on something? Like, based on, like, a true, like, a real person? Or is it, like, all fictional?
No, it's based on a true story.
Yeah, real life king, one of Africa's most powerful states in the 18th and 19th centuries.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if this is based on what I think it is, bruh.
So this probably definitely going to be rated R, too. Like, yeah, look at, like, how old is Viola Davis?
Man, she got to be, like, in her 50s?
Yeah.
It's the same thing you be asking when you looking at Angela Bassett, Regina King, like...
Man, she's starting to hit her prime. She's actually hitting her prime right now, man. I like her actress.
I mean, she a good even having her on shows like How to Get Away with Murder, she take that role to so many another level. Oscar, like she be crying and stuff.
She was a lesbian.
Her as Amanda Waller.
She's 56.
56. I knew she was in her 50s. Damn, she's that old.
Oh, she was on Get Rich or Die Trying. I forgot about that. She was.
Yeah. Kevin Hart response. Where he did that to Don. She was like, "Damn, you old." He's like, "Damn."
Yeah, she was on.
Hey, I'm gonna get that expression.
Yeah, she was James Brown's mama.
Yeah, get on up.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman.
Wasn't she in Mom Raimi? Was it with Chadwick Boseman?
Yeah, I ain't even seen that one yet. That's on Netflix. I ain't even watched it yet.
Yeah, I watched that.
I'm definitely gonna check this Woman King, man. She look like she's gonna be going. Like, this reminds me.
Super check.
Have y'all had a chance to check out what's the show that came on HBO Max? Lovecraft Country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had an episode in there where it seemed similar to this. If you know what the episode I'm talking about, where they had the warrior queens fighting the African warrior kings. There was a certain episode they had them out in the desert fighting the water. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that was a good action scene too. Definitely check that out though. If you all ain't seen Lovecraft Country.
Hey, bro, your mic kind of distorting again.
I don't know what's going on, Mike. Do I sound cool now?
No.
Hold on. Yeah, I hear me straight in.
Oh, yeah.
I unplugged it and hooked it up, so that's probably what I needed to do a long time ago. Speaking of Viola Davis, I did want to speak on this, and I seen this recently that came out. I think it might have been a day, honestly. They're doing a Color Purple musical. And I think this was like a movie at Warner Brothers. Like, it's going to be like a musical, but it's going to be like a full-length movie.
I seen that. I was like, I hope that's not true. We don't need that right now. I'm done with slave shit. I'm done with slave, like, just all that shit. Just, I'm done with all that.
That ain't really like a slave movie. That's like black trauma. Like,
we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that.
Like, that ain't even slave.
Nobody
talking about incest, like, you know, like, that's some deep.
Yeah, we got enough of that. We got enough of that on Power and stuff.
I understand what you're saying though, because it was the way I was feeling about getting any type of slave movies anymore. Like, watching a movie, the last movie I watched was a slave movie, was 12 Years a Slave. I couldn't. That was it. That was it. That was it. I was done. Nothing else after that. No. It was even hard for me to watch like those movies about cop shootings. I ain't even want to watch them movies. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't even want to watch that either.
Yeah, I can't do the musicals. I can't.
Nah. How the hell you supposed to be happy on that?
What got me interested was the cast. Fantasia in particular. Fantasia's going to be playing Silly. Taraji P. Henson is going to be playing what's
Taraji?
Taraji gonna be playing Suge, and honestly, everybody they got playing, who they got playing, looks like that person. They I can see them in them roles, and they got.
You said this is gonna be a musical.
Yeah. I mean, think you got Fantasia. I think Taraji even got a little bit of singing in her, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she got a little sing.
Who playing Mister?
They got Haley Bailey.
Yeah. I don't know his name. Old buddy, our Fear the Walking Dead is playing Mister. If you know what I'm talking about, the black dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who's gonna play the old dude then? They supposed to got that damn lemonade.
You talking about Mister Danny Glover?
Mr. Daddy.
Mr. Daddy. I thought that was Mr. Daddy.
I don't know who playing doing all of that. I want
to see who they playing that then.
Them damn dinner scenes.
I forgot old girl name. It's another woman that's playing Oprah Winfrey's character. What's her name?
Oh God.
What's Oprah Winfrey's character's name?
Sophia.
Like I said, it's a good cast. I honestly wish they weren't doing a musical though.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Didn't they make it a Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Fantasia played in the Broadway version before.
Like she did, and I think that's one of the main reasons they're gonna have her playing her. But yeah,
we might get some. We might get some. Good, I don't know. I can't
I'm gonna be honest.
I was Color Purple.
Oh, that's long, bro. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just recently watched Color Purple.
I mean, if it's on TV, it's 4 with commercials.
It is.
We're gonna be hearing them sing for 3 hours.
It's gonna be longer. You talking about on those scenes? You know, Fantasia coming in. Man, what?
I'd rather watch.
Hey, if she ain't got no shoes on, that shit about to last.
I would rather watch. I would rather watch Hamilton.
You said what?
You rather watch Hamilton?
Yes. That joint's 3 hours long. I'd rather watch that.
Yo, that's hype.
I just thought about that. I'm glad you said something about that time, bro. That shit gonna be mad long. That shit gonna be long.
Gonna be doing so many goddamn runs.
It ain't just Fantasia. You talking about Taraji coming in playing Suge Avery.
You like the belt.
And then you know you gotta have the scene at the end where she going to sing in the church.
No. When she runs off the porch and she was trying to get her sister, bro.
That's the whole scene right there singing.
Yeah,
that's the whole scene singing.
Yeah, Haley Bailey playing Nettie.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I'm done, yo.
I'm thinking about. Hold on, because
that's a long ass movie.
I ain't tripping. I'm the only one tripping on this. I'm thinking. We know lately.
Was the age. It's all right.
All right. Y'all about to take me back to Zeke in the college, and hold on, so I'm not 19. I'm 22.
I don't understand. It's been like 2 weeks. I'm still lost.
The mister was trying to mess with the girl in the woods. That's gonna be a long damn scene.
They gonna sing that together. They singing that together. But that's the part.
They should
How we supposed to be in a trauma of them while they start singing in those scenes? I'm like, wait, no. I was building up to this. We got good actors playing these roles, so when they start to really get into it and then they start singing, it's gonna be like, oh shit.
What is this supposed to come out on? What streaming service?
I don't think it's gonna be streaming. I'm thinking they're gonna try to put this in theaters. This is Warner.
They better not.
This is Warner Brothers.
I hope it comes with a free therapy session.
I even think they got Steven Spielberg coming in to produce.
Oh boy.
Bro, you know the longest part, I just sit there and thought about it. When she got her kids back when they came from Africa. Oh, that's gonna be
I just think about the way he's like, Mama.
Noise, man. Let's just get the shit.
I'm sorry.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry to bring that up, but I had to sit there and think about it. A musical?
But what about if you get the house?
Oh.
All right, shout out Color Purple, man. Like I said, I just recently watched it, so I'm on all those scenes. And you talking about, God, get my kids out of here. And the whole singing scene, everybody gonna be singing in that scene.
Control your woman right there. The kitchen scene, bro.
Like I said, the dinner table scene.
That dinner table is different.
He's my man now.
Yeah, I told you about control your woman, son.
Man, I'm staying on Color Purple all night. Anybody in here NFL fans?
Oh yeah.
Not really.
Pretty girl, you keeping up with the playoffs or Super Bowl?
No.
You said NBA. Who said NBA?
I'm an NBA fan. I'm not an NFL.
Oh, okay.
Look, we ain't
even got to the All-Star game. It's too early still for the NBA.
Yeah.
82 game season.
The Super Bowl just give me a reason to pig out. That's all it is for me.
Yeah. And see, the thing about that is that it's one game. It ain't like a 7-game series.
Mm-hmm. But if it's a 7-game series, we good.
So I know we ain't got no 49ers or Chiefs fans in here, so you know they lost. Yeah. So we got who is it? Rams and Bagels going to the Super Bowl. Hey, I don't care. I'm a Panthers fan.
It does look like
Cowboys didn't go. That's all I was worried about.
It does.
It
does look like it's set up for LA to win because it's in LA. You know, you got Dr. Dre and you know the whole West Coast coming in. So it looks rigged.
I can't say that. I'm a New England fan. That's the same thing they said about Atlanta. They was playing in Atlanta, got that ass whooped.
I mean, that's New England, so. Nah, I ain't playing like that. New England was good this year. They was real good, even without Tom Brady. So,
yeah,
the Bengals, man, the Bengals. Oh yeah, he retired this year.
He did. I thought he didn't.
No, he retired. He done. He made it official.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be back.
When he got busted up by LA.
You think he'll really come back? I don't think. For what?
Mm-hmm. He got too much money, too much bread.
For what? He really don't need to do it no more. For what?
Pretty girl.
If you come back and be a head coach
from New York, or you just?
Yeah, I'm from New York, but I've been in the South for like.
How you feeling about Giants and Jets and how they been since?
To find a Jets fan in New York is definitely a rarity. That's just
man. I ain't talking shit about no Jets
like
fans from New York City. You said what? Buffalo? Oh yeah, I meant to say Buffalo.
Buffalo don't really. Let me just be quiet. New Yorkers don't honestly. New York City residents do not really respect any other cities outside of New York. Honestly, it's weird. But
it's like that musically too.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it is.
It is. It is.
Yeah, I said you're not lying though.
I'm in South Jersey, so I'm surrounded by Eagles fans. It's annoying.
Benny the Butcher, you know.
Oh, so
that's
y'all
what I was saying. You don't give Griselda the props that. I think he do get big shine, but.
I mean, y'all had Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh man. Big rat. Big rat.
Go ahead and put one of the videos up right
Master
now.
Splinter.
Oh, God.
Disrespectful. I can't even stomach him. I'm starting not to even like him. You don't listen, you don't pay attention, you don't learn, you don't grow. You just
I'm shutting down the studio.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
I'm the ops, bro. I'm the ops.
So y'all out here with nobody was out here with 6ix9ine.
Got the blicky.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The song was, it did what it did, but as far as I go,
this nigga was never talented. Never. He was never talented.
No.
What?
Why is he yelling all the time?
Bad game.
Low key, that is what Eminem kind of would have been if he didn't have Dre. He probably would have been a one-hit wonder.
Facts.
Because he came out
no Takashi level.
No, I'm just saying, just in
Did
terms
you hear
of
that?
not in the snitching part. I'm just talking about musically.
It ain't musically
Nah, I
too.
definitely think if Eminem.
We got a problem here? We got a problem, nigga?
No, I'm not saying Eminem. No, Eminem is fire. I'm just saying in terms of, you know how the industry is. Most talented people don't have no.
I understand what you said.
They don't. They be. It's all about
the whole
shows at this point.
And just like I think you trying to say like image. Think about if you hadn't seen Tekashi and you were just hearing his voice on there. You're like, who this wild nigga from Brooklyn out here? Oh, what?
Bro, speaking of shit, you know damn well that Nicki was falling out when she made a video with that nigga.
That's true.
Floundering.
I just feel like she should be where Rihanna is at this point in terms of, move on to the next thing. Come on, Nicki.
I mean, she kind of was doing that with her. I mean, don't she got like a whole line out here and stuff of fashion or perfume or something? I don't know.
Everybody got perfume. Like everybody has a fragrance. We not gonna go there. But no, I just feel like her heart is really with this, but like she just is. I don't know.
Now we get the Nicki Minaj.
Do you guys feel? Because I feel a way. Do you guys feel Safari was kind of a good influence musically for you? Because no, I'm just thinking her music was better when he was kind of around, and it just I don't know if it's a coincidence.
Fuck you, Jeff.
What?
No, because his music is kind of pretty much trash. But I'm saying I feel like he was probably a good ear for her.
I got heartburn.
His music sound like somebody rubbing baby oil on themselves.
You mean cocoa butter?
Big ass hammerhead.
I think he helped her a little bit. I think he was because you need that one person that ear for you, like that's fire, that's not. I feel like he kind of served that for her.
I feel like the ending of their relationship, that was a big thing for them. Damn. For her, like they were together for a long time. I don't know if you ever listened to the Pink Print, but if you listen to that album, a lot of the shit that she's talking about relationship wise is about him.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that the album with Pills and Potions? Or is that something new? Yes.
That's the album with Pills and Potions.
We were laughing, but Pretty Girl Trap, you was like kind of right because the fact is, after that relationship dwindled down, her music was not the same. It just was.
My thing is, like, was it a coincidence or was he really kind of like helping her? Like,
he did. I mean, listen to how he tried to rap on his own.
He's terrible.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you put Nicki Minaj's voice in his lyrics, it's I don't even want to do that. But that's the thing. If you never hear him rap, it's like, is that Nicki Minaj? As far as I ain't saying he wrote her lyrics. No, he didn't write her lyrics.
We're not saying that.
I don't know. I'm just saying this. I didn't bring this up. I didn't bring Safari up. I'm just saying.
We just saying influence. We're not saying he wrote her lyrics.
Man, listen to his lyrics.
Because it's not even being disrespectful to Safari. It's just the fact that the way he tried to portray something, then he come out doing all this silly shit. No, nigga, no.
He want a goatee wine. That's all he wants to do.
Goatee wine.
He would have moved them hips all day.
Then why didn't have a Jamaican skit on?
Man,